Now I have this thing called synesthesia, and it's the mixing of your senses, so I can smell colors. I know that sounds very weird. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm here to bring you finally my winter fragrance haul. I have acquired 2, 4, 5 fragrances. 5 or 6 that I want to share with you guys. So let's get right into it because I'm super excited and I know that we love all things fragrance. So if you guys are not subscribed and you're watching, go ahead and subscribe. I put up videos twice a week and I talk about all of my fabulous finds, beauty, lifestyle, fashion, everything. So go ahead and subscribe. I mean, it's free. You're clearly here because you like the content. And also don't forget to like the video. It really helps to get me into the YouTube algorithm and help get my videos to more people. Oftentimes I get comments like, you should have way more subscribers. I'm like, well, please help share me to the world. All engagement, all support is appreciated, but liking really helps your creators know that you like their content, and it lets YouTube know that you like it as well. So let's get started. You guys have seen 2 of these fragrances, but I've tried to keep these largely under wraps so that I could share them in one video for you guys. And I'm sorry if I still sound a bit nasally. I am still trying to get over my sickness, but hopefully we can be okay. So let's start with the first that you guys have seen if you watch all my content. The first fragrance I am so excited about, this is Al Haramain Junoon Noir. I always have to tell the story about how this fragrance came across my radar. I believe the first person I ever heard talk about Xerjoff's Dama Bianca was Simply Aisha. This is always so hard to get out of the box. Simply Aisha is one of my faves here on YouTube. I've been following her since before she had children, when she was mainly a luxury handbag reviewer. This was many years ago, and she's just the most kind and genuine person. I really love her. I always say, like, if I had children and I were married, I would be Aisha. So shout out to her. I did a video a long time ago talking about Xerjoff's Dama Bianca, and we tend to like similar fragrances. So I looked the notes up and I was like, ooh, that sounds really pretty. So I ordered a sample, and I will leave the website down below where I actually ordered the sample. But when I got the sample, I loved it, but the scent did not have great longevity on me at all. And here's the thing, if a scent is expensive and it doesn't have great longevity, I'm not going to be very apt to purchase it. Why spend $300 on something you have to carry with you to reapply? So I took myself onto fragrantica.com, that's me doing my internet research, and I found Junoon Noir. And baby, when I tell you, this is Dama Bianca. It's Dama Bianca with better longevity. Oh my goodness, this scent just makes me so incredibly happy. I could see this being a wedding day scent because it's so soft and feminine and beautiful, and you just look like you're just gonna glide across the floor. This is vanilla and powder and orris. This is beautiful. It's a little musky. It almost reminds me of like a baby doll. It's very nostalgic for me. Super feminine and soft and very like gracious and polite. I mean, this is definitely in that list of ladylike, super feminine fragrances. She is amazing. Now I hate the bottle, but this performs way better than Dama Bianca, and they smell the exact same. So if you don't mind having an ugly bottle, because the shit is ugly, okay, it's ugly, then get this. I got this off Amazon for probably like 45 bucks, and it is well worth it. If you love a feminine vanilla powdery scent, definitely give this a try. Pure excellence. For the price, oh my goodness. Okay, the next fragrance is another one that if you guys watch all my content, you would have seen, especially if you watched during Vlogmas, and I received this from my dear friend Beck. This is none other than Armani, the Privé collection Rouge Malachite. And Rouge Malachite, is a creamy, musky vanilla tuberose. That is the best way that I can describe it. The most beautiful tuberose I've ever smelled. Most tuberose is very sharp and very like fancy. Tuberose is a very formal white floral, and I know that that's probably sounds crazy because you're like, how is a scent formal or casual? But if you know tuberose, it's a very formal scent. Most people are not going to throw on tuberose to lounge in sweatpants unless they just love it. Think white diamonds. But this is not white diamonds, thankfully. No shade to anybody who loves white diamonds. My grandmother loves it. I buy it for her every year. But Rouge Malachite is a musky, creamy tuberose. It is the most exquisite and well blended tuberose I have ever smelled in my entire life. It's creamy and dreamy. It's beautiful. It doesn't have the best longevity on me, so I spray it on my clothes and my skin, and it tends to last longer that way. But if you love a tuberose with a musky, creamy undertone, you will love this. It is it's a mature scent. I tend to think that white florals tend to be more mature. So if you don't like tuberose, don't try it. But this is the best tuberose I've ever tried. It's not just hype. Rouge Malachite is beautiful. Okay, the next scent I actually received from a dear friend for Christmas, and this is Moncler's Pour Femme. So this is Moncler's first fragrance that they actually came out with. I saw my girl Lushing Beauty first talk about it, and she said, like, you need it, it's beautiful. And then I watched some reviews, and so I asked my friend for this for Christmas. And let me tell you, first of all, the bottle is just so beautiful. It looks just like a Moncler coat. And this scent is described as smelling like snow. So if snow had a scent that was not the actual scent, which is dirty water, this is what it would smell like. Now I will say, while this is beautiful, I was expecting something more sparkling. It's a musky floral vanilla. It's beautiful, but I was expecting something a little different. I didn't get a chance to smell this before I asked my friend for it for Christmas, because I have people who I watch on YouTube, and from their reviews and Fragrantica, I can usually pretty well blind buy fragrances. And so while I didn't purchase this, I received it blindly. Yeah, it's a vanilla, musky, lightly powdery scent. It's beautiful. I guess what I'm looking for is more intensity in it. It's a very soft scent. It's in the same vein of Genou Noir, very musky and feminine, but this is a lot more soft. So I don't think this is gonna have the best projection. I haven't worn it yet because I like to haul my fragrances if I can before using them. So I will start using it this month, but beautiful. I just wish it had better projection. I'm still so incredibly grateful because my friend got it for me, and I do really love the scent, and it does put me in the mind of snow in the most fabulous way, because if you've lived in a snowy place, snow does not smell like that. Okay, my next fragrance, I actually have two. I also received this from a friend for Christmas, and it is my first men's fragrance. If you guys are new to my channel, I am not someone who typically likes very feminine fragrances. I mean, I definitely have, like, obviously, look what I'm wearing. I'm very feminine, but I love juxtaposition. So I like to look and exude femininity, but I love to smell very deep, sexy, and like androgynous, borderline masculine. So I'm not above wearing a men's fragrance, and I think in 2023 I want to get into more men's scents, because there are a lot of scents that are marketed towards men that are beautiful. This is Paco Rabanne's Phantom. And I got this for Christmas because I gifted someone the Sephora men's fragrance sampler, and they smelled the scents and they let me smell the Phantom one, and I was like, oh, sexy, just sexy. My friend knew that I liked this. The one thing I will say, it's a robot. So it's not like my aesthetic, because like I don't like robots, but sometimes you have to get over the packaging and love something for what's on the inside, because that's what matters. So I don't prefer the packaging, but let's talk about the scent experience. Okay. This is a fresh lavender green bright scent. The lavender in here is so beautiful. It makes it like very crisp. It almost smells purple. Now I have this thing called synesthesia, and it's the mixing of your senses. So I can smell colors. I know that sounds very weird, but I can smell purple and green. I can't describe it, but this smells like the color purple. It is crisp and exuberant and fresh, green and a little spicy. This is beautiful. I think this is very androgynous. I'll hold up the bottle, but this is something that I love wearing on a rainy day. The lavender just feels very cold, and it just like, it kind of puts a little pep in my step. So I think it has like lavender and citrus and green fresh notes. I think it's androgynous. I love it so much. I have seen some reviews where men are saying that this is very basic. I don't know. I mean, I don't have a lot of experience wearing men's cologne, but this is beautiful. I love it. And so what my friend did initially was, because I told her that I hated the bottle, this comes with a refill. She purchased the refill, but the only downside is that you can't actually spray it out of the bottle, which I wish you could, because this just looks so much nicer. But it is what it is. I love the scent overall. Thank you, friend, so much, because this is just such an exuberant, bright fragrance that I love wearing every time it rains. And sometimes I wear it and I don't share it with you guys because I haven't hauled it, but it is beautiful. So if you love lavender and citrus and fresh notes, I would say give this a try. It's very androgynous. I love it. And the last scent is also another present that I received for Christmas. I have to give a shout out to my girl, Ylang-ylang the Great. She's another one of my favorite fragrance channels here on YouTube, and I get so many recommendations from her. I just want to thank her so much for being so kind. We chat on Instagram, and she's somebody that, like, I just feel like I know her, and if I ever go back to New York, obviously I will. I hope that we can like meet up for coffee or go smell fragrances. I really trust her suggestions and opinion. I'm just so proud of all her success here on YouTube and all the endeavors that she's able to be a part of. And I love these suggestions that she gives. So shout out to Ylang-ylang the Great. I will link her channel down below. She talked about this fragrance. Well, the first time I saw her talk about it was a few years ago. And it's so funny. It's such a full circle moment because she got back into Bond No. 9, she said, because of my video. I did a Bond No. 9 fragrance collection like 6 years ago. I'll link it down below. I was a lot younger, probably like 30 pounds lighter. My hair was probably 10 inches longer. I was a baby. She said that that was the video, I think, how she found my channel, and I really encouraged her to dip back into Bond No. 9. So when she got back into Bond No. 9, this is one that she always spoke about. Here's the packaging. Very, very beautiful. If you've never purchased Bond No. 9, all their fragrances come like this. And then at the bottom of the box, there's a mailer to get on their mailing list for like samples and new releases. So the fragrance that I received is Bond No. 9 Nomad. Whew, baby, when I tell you. Ooh. Ooh, it's gonna smell like a prostitute in here. Okay, this is Oud, Rose, and Praline. This smells very, very similar to Shagaf Oud, but it's creamier, it's more well blended, and it's not sharp. This is an intensely bold, rosy oud, gourmand, leaning but not too much fragrance. It is so beautiful. It is so long lasting. But the reason why I've never had it is because, my goodness, it's about $500. Now I don't mind like making it rain sometimes, but $500 on a fragrance, absolutely not. I did what I usually do and I put it on my Christmas list. So thank you. You know who you are. I got this for Christmas. It's so beautiful. I have worn it once. I cheated, but this baby is everything. It's a rosy oud with like a little undertone of nuttiness. It is sexy. It is very androgynous. I love it so much. If you like Shagaf Oud by Swiss Arabian, you will like this. Beautiful, beautiful scent, and I'm so glad to finally have it. It's such a good scent and perfect for winter. So those are all the scents that I had to share with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this long-awaited winter fragrance haul. I can't wait to start using all my goodies and sharing them with you guys on Instagram. I will link everything down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what are some of the scents that you're loving for winter. What should I pick up next? Hopefully it's nothing, because I have no space for anything. have a problem. I love you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.